The Mavericks. They've got Lucas. Jaren Jackson is out there with Olajuwon. And it's ABC, and it's Hill in at the 2. Now here is Hill. And it's good off the back rim and in. Now, Clark, there's nothing like opening night. Preseason in the rearview mirror. Now the games count for real. Terrific time.
Yeah, exciting for everybody because hope springs eternal for all teams in the league after you get beyond preseason. And the games do count. They start calculating and documenting W's and L's.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Free throw good, Davis. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he's able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
And both free throws good for Davis.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
And Lucas slams it in.
Good look there as well. And this is what Hakeem's worked on. Pay too much attention to him, and he'll burn you with a nice find.
Now here's West. Back to Booker. There's the 3. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And it's Lucas with the ball for the Mavericks. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive.
Rest against T. Now here's West. He's covered closely, and it's Davis missing. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house than the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually.
Teague can't hit. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Booker the pass to West. Back to Booker. Inside. It's stolen by Olajuwon. And now in transition is Lucas. Here we go. Over Baylor. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's West. And Davis gets it to go.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
Hill, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
There's passes to Davis. Here's McAdoo. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Davis. Good D by Olajuwon.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Lucas, that's good. Lucas has got 7 points.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Baylor. With some arc. Great D that time from Lucas.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Bucks shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And the Mavericks with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Jackson. Daniel House comes in for Olajuwon. And it's Clarkson in for Grant Hill. And then for Milwaukee, Ayton, he's checked in for McAdoo. Parker comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Dragic in for West. Ayton kicks to Dragic. Here's Baylor. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Clock at 6. Here's Booker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And the Mavericks with possession. They're on a 13-5 run here. Teague against Dragic. They get it back. Lucas, and he makes good on the layup. 10 points in the game so far.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A lot of players keep track of their stats, their own team stats. But Clark, how much do guys pay attention to stats in game?
I have no idea. I mean, I know stat sheets are given to the coaches during the timeouts throughout the game, but I don't think players in general are able to monitor their numbers. Now, there are exceptions to every rule. I imagine every team may have a player or two that can chart his numbers during the game, but the vast majority are too occupied with playing the game to keep up with the stats.
And they're looking up at the scoreboard, too, aren't they? Because they give individual stats up on the board.
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you that, and then watching replays is one of my pet peeves with players. I mean, they should just focus on playing the game instead of always looking up to see if they fouled them.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Aiden, with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Now, here's Teague. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Down low. Here's Robinson. A rebound by the Bucks.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Here's Clarkson, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all three levels.
Shooting two.
First one falls for him.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And both free throws good for Clarkson.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. 14 feet away. Here's Ayton. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Clarkson against Booker. Out left to the wing. Teague for three. The shot that time, not on target. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Defensively, they... Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Booker out there with Dragic. Then there's Parker. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Baylor in at the small forward position.
And the bonus you get with Robinson, he plays the 3, 4, or 5. That versatility on both ends of the floor, a huge asset.
He doesn't get the second one. Bucks trail by 10. Passes it to Booker. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest. rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Robinson up top, defended by Booker. Robinson against Booker. Teague for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Booker. Up and in on the layup. Booker's got 5.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Now the pass to Clarkson. Back to Teague. It's deflected.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Dragic against Teague. Pass to Ayton. Parker outside. Now here's Baylor. It's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often.
A different look for Dallas. Olajuwon's checked in for Lucas. Jaren Jackson comes in for Robinson. And it's Hill in for Teague. Milwaukee also making some changes. McAdoo is checked in for Jabari Parker. Davis comes in for Baylor. And West subs in for Devin Booker. It's Jackson atop the key. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
The first free throw is good. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and our daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, and I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Three minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Dallas moving it around. Pass to House. Knocks it loose. Clock at 4. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Tuesday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And no secret that this team can be very tough in their own building. And that's good news as they are loaded up with home games over the next stretch. This is a chance to create some separation.
Dragic taking his time here. Over Jackson. No good from Dragic.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Again missing Hill. Bucks trail by 6. Outside, Davis. Hakeem Olajuwon grabs the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here is House. He's guarded by Dragic. And again, Dallas turns it over.
Looking now at some numbers for Goran Dragic, how he performed last season. Last season, he averaged 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Now Ayton. He had 10 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
He dishes it to Dragic. With the floater and the rejection by Jackson. .109 left in the first half. Here is House. No points in the game yet for him. Great positioning on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 8.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Clarkson against Dragic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Dragic has got 5 points so far. Hill against West. Hill kicks to House. Passes to Olajuwon. And it's sent back by McAdoo. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Davis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Robinson's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Lucas comes in for Danuel House. And it's Teagan for Jordan Clarkson. Baylor, he's checked in for the Bucks. Devin Booker comes in for Goran Dragic.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Now here's Teague. Right wing. Olajuwon with it. Another miss by Olajuwon. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in the warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of right out of the gates. It was Dallas setting the tone. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jerry Lucas.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
They've got Hill. Jaren Jackson is out there with Lucas. And it's ABC. And it's Olajuwon in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Lucas kicks to Olajuwon. Here's Hill. Rebound, Milwaukee. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle, deflects the pass. West dishes to Baylor. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Lucas. From the high post, and the basket by Hill. Hill's got the first field goal of the second half for the Mavs.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
Baylor. Mavericks with the rebound. Olajuwon's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Jerry West. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep, and guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
And just a soft-spoken guy. Lucas really lets his production do the talking, whether it be shooting, passing, or rebounding. The guy is the complete package.
Parker's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And the second free throw, good. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. West with the ball. Grant Hill covering. Over Hill. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Lucas against Baylor. That one, no good.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
They're doing work here in the second half. 3 or 4 to start.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the rookie of the year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. Well, a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Hakeem Olajuwon, a transcendent talent. Late to the game, but my, oh my, what a beast of a big man. He's certainly a guy you can build a team around.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one falls for Olajuwon. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Here's West. Banked in off the glass. West has got 6 points.
Yeah, and you know, a tough, crafty scorer inside. West showing you he's not just an elite jump shooter.
Teague the pass to Hill. And Davis sends it back. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. West outside, fires the 3. Olajuwon grabs the miss.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Robinson's checked in for the Mavericks. McAdoo is checked in for Milwaukee.
Phenomenal court vision by Parker. He really has all the tools to be a great player in this league.
Hill passes to Olajuwon. Good. Olajuwon's got 4 this quarter. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Booker outside. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've held a 12-point lead early. Lucas inside, working on Booker.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Parker passes to Davis. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 10 points for Davis.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And he's checked in for the Mavericks. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Goran Dragic is checked in for Devin Booker. Teague dishes to Olajuwon. Left block shot on the way. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Davis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Mavericks.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities has been a running theme throughout.
Take a break.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And he makes the first. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Robinson left side. Back to Teague. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. This one for 3. Dallas again missing. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Davis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Dallas making a switch here. House is checked in. Ayton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And both free throws good for Davis.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Teague the pass to House. Deep 2 from Robinson. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
West against Clarkson. West outside. Lets a floater go.
Boy, Olajuwon is a ferocious defender and rim protector. Really excels at slapping shots away.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Robinson misses.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Outside Dragic. good with the triple. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Milwaukee on top as they wrap up the 3rd quarter with a tremendous 17-6 run. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense too, Greg. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. McAdoo out there with Ayton. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Baylor. And it's West in at the 1. Outside, House buries the long-range jumper. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
High post try. West missing again. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clarkson passes to Robinson. They get a hand on it. Booker outside. And the dunk by Booker.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
6 to shoot. It's House outside. That shot off, and Milwaukee the other way now. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Dallas calls timeout. The Mavericks with some changes. Jackson, he's checked in for Robinson. Lucas comes in for Danuel House. And it's Hill in for Jordan Clarkson. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to the head coach of the Mavericks talk with his team. He said we've got to pick it up right here, right now. If we're going to win this game, we have to take control. This is the time. Kevin.
For 3, Hill. Rebound, Milwaukee. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now tonight. That's good from Booker on the assist by Baylor. And now a 4-point Milwaukee lead. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Teague, the pass to Hill. And the layup's good off the glass.
Hill showing good strength there. I like how strong he is. Even when you knock him around a little bit, he's able to stay with his shot effectively.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. To the right side. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
And there's the pass to Teague. Outside Jackson. Latray. Rebound Milwaukee. McAdoo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's West. Jackson trying to break free. West misses.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing.
Oh my goodness! That was special. How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. And rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
Here's Baylor. McAdoo, the pass to Ayton. To the paint. Lucas looking for an opening to tie it up. He kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Olajuwon. And here is Teague. Shot from the wing. Tries again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shot.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the basket by West.
Well, I'm not sure how that one found the bottom of the net, but, hey, you take it when it comes.
Teague against West to the inside. Here's Olajuwon. Jackson trying to break free. And the basket by Olajuwon. Olajuwon's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Booker outside. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Teague bounce pass. Here's Olajuwon. The kick out to Teague. Dishes it to Jackson. Over Booker. Good D by Booker. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're behind by 5. There's 53 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
West against Teague. Over Davis. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
And the Mavericks call time here. They trail by 7. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here is Lucas looking to end the run. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
Positioning and spacing, angles. Lucas understands where to get his jump shot and when.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the second, and that puts them up by 5. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Pass to Olajuwon. The kick out to Hill. He goes up again. Offensive rebound. Outside Teague. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. And And so the Bucks take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, break.